BBC 48, it's just that guy.
Hello, this is Alcot Berkshire with the BBC 48. We've got a special for the hipsters tonight. There's a PVC shortage worldwide. PVC is used to make records quieter, low static, and very durable. And that's not enough. We're going to speak to a Texas musician. He is one of many musicians from the United States of America that is using the PVC in our country to make his records. Jerry David DeCicca has a song on Word Songs Records, released October 16th. He put the record out himself last year, but he couldn't afford it. He couldn't find the PVC. So he had to use our PVC at one of our labels. And it's keeping UK musicians from being able to press records in their own country. Let's talk to Jerry David DeCicca right now. Hello, Jerry David. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hey, thanks Alcot for having me. I'm really excited to be on here and be able to get the opportunity to talk about my new record. How did you get a copy of that already? I don't even have a copy. Jerry David, can you tell me, do you even know what PVC stands for? I think it stands for polyvinyl chloride, but I'm not a scientist. I'm just a songwriter. Nah, in Texas last year, is it true that you had a winter storm that used up all your PVC? Yes, the winter storm here this past February was terrible. It knocked out the power grid throughout Texas. A lot of people were without power for about a week. We didn't lose power, but we did have our pipes freeze and we lost water. Is it true that PVC is made in Texas and you got to use it for your pipes and you didn't have enough for your records? I do believe there is a company in Shiner, Texas that actually makes this beer that I like, that does make PVC, but again, I'm not really in the manufacturing industry, so you got to save your pipes and use the PVC from our country to make your record? A lot of people in Texas did use PVC to fix their pipe, but it wasn't just people that make vinyl records using the PVC. It was everybody. What other musicians over in Texas are using your PVC for their pipes and our PVC for their records? You know, I really thought I was doing this as promotional to talk about the Unlikely Optimist and his domestic adventures coming out on Worried Songs on October 16th, the vinyl version. Can you give us a name? Like I said, lots of people in Texas used PVC to fix their houses. It's not just singer-songwriters that used up all the PVC for their pipes. So I'm not going to give you names of different people that also had pipes break using PVC. Ralph White, though, has a record coming out on Worried Songs, but I don't think he even has pipes where he lives. I think he lives in his van, so I don't think you can blame him either. Do the people at Worried Songs know that you used all your PVC for your plumbing? It's not really. Let me ask you this, Jerry David. Making records is killing the environment. Why not stream? I'm a streamer. Okay, that's where you need to just stop, because all of you journalists wanting to get clickbait about stories for musicians being blamed for this and blamed for this for the environment, it's total nonsense. Okay, I've seen stories in the New Yorker and some other places about like musicians flying and is it responsible or not. Lots of people fly for their jobs. Musicians are barely scraping by. You really need to talk to the real capitalists in this world and stop using musicians as clickbait and scapegoats. And as far as streaming versus vinyl records, I mean, companies like Spotify, it's just a shell game anyways. They're doing deep, deep damage to the environment and don't even have to report their carbon footprint because they're subcontracting all the damage that they do. In addition to the fact that when you press a vinyl record, you're providing jobs to people at the record pressing plants who are mostly musicians and people that are actually doing real work, not a bunch of overpaid tech bros in Silicon Valley. So this is it's nonsense, this whole debate of what is better, what's worse, streaming or vinyl for the environment. You're supporting brick and mortar stores, independent record labels when you buy vinyl. Musicians actually make money, and not just tech companies. So this business just needs to stop about musicians damaging the environment. Okay, Jerry David, one more question. Colored vinyl or black vinyl? Okay, well, first of all, colored vinyl is idiotic. It's for children, and it just perpetuates this whole comic book culture of record collecting. Vinyl sounds better black. Colored vinyl, you should just collect scratch and sniff stickers or Cabbage Patch dolls and stay away from the record shops. So definitely black vinyl. Well, there you have it from the BBC 48. He's coming for our carbon next. Am I going to get to talk about my record at all? Jerry David DeCicca's The Unlikely Optimist in his unlikely optimist in his domestic adventures. I bet he has lots of domestic adventures with all that PVC plumbing. Thank you. Good night.
BBC 48, it's just that guy.